Welcome back to the HellfireComms Disneython. Today we're going to be watching Honey, I Shrunk the Kids with the Brain Scratch crew. Ryan, why did you choose this one out of all the live-action movies out there?
Of the ones that were still available, this is the only one that I liked.
I can't argue that, so let's just get it over with.
Yep. Now, honestly, I can't remember this movie at all. If I watched it all the way through, it was years ago on the old-ass Disney Channel. I mostly have knowledge about the TV series, which I loved.
Wait, I'm sorry, I thought you said this was a live-action Disney movie.
What is this? A ruse?
Honestly, the only part of this movie I, honest to God, remember clearly is, well, apart from this awesome animated intro sequence that sticks out against the live-action movie like a sore thumb, I remember fighting insects. An ant, I think. Or were they riding the ant against a scorpion? Something like that.
I wonder if they still have the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids playground at MGM Studios in Florida. I think they still do.
Oh, yeah. That's right. They had one of those.
One of the actresses' names is Kristen Sutherland. I wonder if she's related to
Kiefer
Sutherland? I'm curious. I'm going to rock me an IMDb.
You do, though.
Now, I didn't watch a whole lot of this movie, but I had a VHS copy of the third one, Honey, I Shrunk the...
Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves.
Yeah, I had that one, and I watched that one an awful lot, although it's been quite a few years since I've seen it.
So it goes, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, Honey, I Blew Up the Kids, Honey, I Shrunk Ourselves.
The second one is Honey, I Blew Up the Baby.
Honey, I Blew Up the Kid.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one at all, so I...
Honey, Here Comes the Bill.
Honey, Get the Gun.
I think there may be someone in the house. That's a very long title. I gotta say though, this opening animation is kind of misleading. I mean, you're thinking it's like I thought this was a live action film, and I was suddenly watching a bunch of kids being attacked by toast and pencil sharpeners.
Toast!
Run the other way, you dipshit, or run sideways.
I think that these were just hazards that they wanted the kids to go through when they were writing the script, and then they couldn't fit them in there due to the budget, so they just threw them all into this at once.
Yeah, animated children can work longer hours than actual children, so it's all good.
Only if they're non-union, Tom. The animated children's union is a very, very strict thing.
Yeah.
A lot of these things would have been impossible to pull off in live action at the time, yeah. Like, these were still mostly, like, stop-motion practical effects.
Really big sets.
How many postmen still just walk around?
Every single one with legs, I think.
No, you know what I mean.
These days, okay, if like someone parks a car in front of your mailbox and the mailman has to get out of their truck to put the envelopes in, like step out 2 steps and put the envelopes in, they don't do that. What they do is that they leave a notice saying that you have to move your car. So yeah.
Yes, Kristen Sutherland is related.
Telephone with a cord.
What is that strange device connecting the phone, Ryan?
Why is it so curly?
Let me show you the world of landlines.
Landlines? You keep on saying strange things to me, John.
You'd think in a house with all this advanced technology they could get wireless by this point.
What's Rick Moranis' character name in this again?
Rick Moranis.
He's Rick Moranis. If you're never sure, you just go with the actor's real name.
Wayne Zelensky. I remember that much.
Oh yeah, it is Wayne Zelensky.
What Zelensky's thing in this series is he comes up with all these convoluted inventions that don't really serve any practical purpose.
He's a child-friendly, wacky mad scientist.
I know for sure that they didn't get Rick Moranis to do the TV show, but did he do the 2 sequels?
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
Well, at the very least, I know he was in the second one.
It's a giant version of that thing his kid was working on at the table. How about that? I want to call attention to something that bugged me about the third movie. The shrink ray looks the same in the first 2 movies. In the third movie, even though he's supposed to have put it away and not used it since the second one, It looks completely fucking different. I have no idea why.
It's not as big in the third one, if I remember correctly.
Maybe they weren't able to get the same actor for the machine back.
A bit of contract disputes.
Meanwhile, at Not Pete's house.
Yeah, just to inject a bit of life into this film, since it'll take a while to get going. Did any of you guys actually watch the TV series? Because there was some pretty crazy stuff in there.
Very
The only
briefly.
episode of the TV series I remember is that there was like a teddy bear, and I think they uploaded a computer virus or something.
Yeah, there was that one. There was also one where the kid's bunny, because he had a bunny, died, and he brought it back to life, and it turned into a fucking, like, humanoid zombie, and it was
I
terrifying.
remember that one.
Yep.
Yeah, I just remember the show being bizarre.
There was also an alien and whatnot, you know?
I think I've only seen it. Probably was the pilot, really, where they're moving into the new house.
Wait, hold on. Who's the wife? Is that Buffy's mom? That's Buffy's mom.
From what?
Buffy the
Buffy.
Vampire.
Buffy.
Buffy.
Buffy's mom from Buffy, you dunce!
I'm sorry, I should have known. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that actress is Buffy's mom.
Oh, well, I never watched the TV series. I know the movie.
Ooh, I felt that even from off screen. Oh, never mind.
Oh, curses! I had the safety on.
Oh, you're getting such a spanking with my rifle.
Oh, bullshit. Super glue doesn't stick to anything. Except your hands. Except your
Yeah, I was
hands.
gonna say it sticks to your hands, so it does stick to something.
I think it doesn't stick instantly. I'm sure of that. Glue doesn't do that.
It sticks pretty damn well when it dries, but you have to like maintain pressure for a good 15 minutes before it happens.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the that's the kid from Big. You guys ever seen Big?
Oh, the Tom Hanks movie.
Yeah, Tom Hanks one. Yeah.
What? No, the Robin Williams one, or?
No, the one with Tom Hanks, where the like 13-year-old kid wishes he could become an adult.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah, Ryan, you may be thinking of Jack.
Jack. Yeah. Sorry, my bad.
Man, we're getting nostalgic in these commentaries.
We're old.
You should have seen us during the Wizard commentary, where we found an uncredited Tobey Maguire.
With a mullet.
Wasn't Elijah Wood in that movie as well?
No.
No, it was uncredited Tobey Maguire as a friend of Lucas. Darling.
Sigh. My parents don't pay attention to me. They're too busy building giant laser cannons.
Son, once this gets done, we can feed the world. Okay, how?
Make applesauce.
You've got me there.
The idea is you shrink down a whole lot of food, and it can be easily
Transported.
transported. Yeah.
Or you could grow food so that there's enough for people to eat.
Or just shrink everyone down to microscopic size, and then the food will last eons.
But then we'll have to deal with the wrath of the ant people.
This one apple can feed the entirety of the UK for a year.
You know what I don't understand about the scene? Why is he right up close to the thing that's probably going to explode?
Because he's socially retarded. That's the joke.
Shouldn't he have like safety goggles or something?
Once again, socially retarded.
It would have been funny if his head crossed the streams and just... No, that wouldn't have been funny. That would have jacked the rating up to R.
Honey, I blew up my head.
Aw, shucks. Now I gotta find another apple. Where am I gonna get one of those at this hour?
That was the last apple in the world.
You want to go play Super Mario Brothers?
Not now, Zelensky.
Man, flannel was like big even in the 80s. Oh, if it isn't my useless fuck-up son who I'll be having pointless drama with.
He looks kind of like a young Michael J. Fox, but...
So this is the normal dad.
Yeah, if you're making weird fish head motions, your son deserves to hate you.
Hey, see, they kind of turned this thing on its head in the third movie, where Zelensky was trying to get Adam into science, and he was more into sports.
And potassium saves the day.
You know, even with the boxers, the white t-shirt, and the flannel robe, it's the fishing hat that seems rather tacky.
Tacky, I get it.
That wasn't intentional, I'm sorry.
It seems doubly tacky because he's actually got a really bad receding hairline under that, and it shows.
Rick Moranis was in Ghostbusters too, right?
Yeah, he was.
He was in both
I forget
films.
his name.
He was the gatekeeper. Oh no, wait, he was the keymaster. Sorry, the gatekeeper was the other one.
Sigourney Weaver.
Yes.
He was in Ghostbusters, he was in Spaceballs, he was in Little Shop of Horrors.
Oh, I fucking loved him in Spaceballs.
Yeah.
Basically, if it's funny and it's from the 90s, there's a good chance he's in it somewhere.
80s.
80s, whatever.
Yeah, I think he retired relatively early.
Well, because his wife died, so he's
I
retired.
know it has something to do with his wife.
When was that? Was that in the 90s?
That was like 95, 96 or so.
No, I would say relatively later than that because remember the third movie, Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves, that was late 90s. So
I know he retired to raise his kids after his wife died, so...
I think he still does voice acting every once in a while. Wasn't he inside that Disney film, the one with the bear?
Brother Bear?
Yeah, Brother Bear.
Brother Bear. I never watched the movie, so I wouldn't know. So
I can't remember. Hold on, I'm gonna look up a film.
I'm pretty sure he played a moose there.
He didn't. Yeah, I think he was one of the moose. Yeah.
He really needs to come back.
Okay, Rick Moranis. Yeah, he was in Brother Bear. A Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer thing. He did a couple like a handful of voice acting things, but other than that, he hasn't done a whole lot of films after '97, which was Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves.
And that would make it late 90s then. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the last. From what I can tell, that was the last movie he did before the last live action movie he did.
Speaking of live action, what John said, I actually did quite like him as Barney Rubble in the Flintstones.
I did. The Flintstones and John, if I could just go into that real quick. It's a guilty pleasure of mine. So
Same, man, same.
John Goodman.
Fucking John Goodman is amazing, and we'll be seeing him later in the Disney fun.
Am I the only one around here? No, for a second I thought that was Fred Savage.
you can't ignore the Savage. What was he?
Wait, is that a Back to the Future 2 skateboard?
No, just similar colors.
Okay, I thought it was because of the bright pink.
How old is this kid supposed to be? Because he looks like 7.
Does it really matter?
Yeah. The joke is kid scientists holding what looks to be an Atari 2600 for a remote.
No, 5200 remote.
I'm off to have an actual social life.
Now, he's like revving this thing up to mow the lawn, but the lawn is short as hell.
He has to mow the dirt.
Gotta test it on something. Or not. Wait, was that scene just there to establish that he's a nerd? We got that from the small laser cannon.
No, it's there to establish the mower.
The mower is gonna be a thing that comes up later, yeah. Guess how?
Perhaps when they shrink the kids.
Wait,
Ryan, what would ever give you the idea that the kids are going to get shrunk in this movie?
I thought that meant like in a psychiatrist term.
Honey, we visited the shrink.
Kids.
Gonna have to after this incident.
Doing science again, I see.
Cleaning the grass. Can't have dirty garbage.
Sciencing as usual, I see.
Why are you doing yard work in a lab coat? That's a more pertinent question.
Science.
We Zelenskys don't follow usual social rules.
For instance, what he thinks he's doing is mowing the lawn.
Dad, I don't want to stock up for your doomsday shelter.
I just want to listen to my Sony Walkman.
I was just about to say Walkman.
I remember listening to fucking my Eiffel 65 cassette on that.
Ugh.
Don't judge me.
That's the world's biggest iPod I've ever seen.
Ted.
Oh,
I
Ted.
have a Sony Walkman. It's a lot smaller than that. It's time for some adolescent sexual tension. Joy of joys.
Wow, a crazy woman's dancing with the broom.
A mop.
Wanna tap it?
Maybe I can woo her with this mini TV.
We'll be able to watch Jeopardy on it.
Yeah, dancing. Dancing ain't natural.
Oh my god.
She can dance if she wants to. She can leave her friends behind.
Okay, thank you.
I just realized my kid's over 13 years old. Maybe I should give him that talk.
Son, a woman is like a fishing rod. God damn it. I can't think of anything else. Oh my god, he actually is giving him the talk.
No, he's trying to get him into weightlifting.
Son, a woman is a lot like this dumbbell down here. Shiny and difficult to pick up.
Dad, how did you ever get together with Mom?
Then he explodes.
Same way I do everything else, son, fishing.
So what, is he joking, or is that really heavy?
When we gotta what? That's only what, like 20 pounds?
That's like 50 pounds at most.
Yeah.
What's that one episode of SpongeBob with the two stuffed animals on the...
I love that one. Okay, I don't usually say stuff like this, but damn if that son ain't metrosexual.
I can't look away.
Just saying.
It's the 80s hair.
You pretty motherfucker.
Well, Dad, you could try buying him some comic books and video games. That might be his thing.
Want to go fishing, goddammit. That's all you ever talk about.
What is the appeal of fishing?
I've gone fishing. It's fun every now and then. No, not
It's
fun
recreational.
exactly. It's relaxing, I should more say, but...
It's recreational, just sitting on your ass, but it's a good time if you actually catch something.
It's not for everyone, and the most actual fun I've had is actually on a fishing boat.
Cat.
This cat is my new son now. He'll like fishing.
Cats usually do like fish, yes.
Keeps his smokes in his cap.
His wife doesn't know he's a smoker. You can't hide that for very long.
Dude, you just spat out that cigarette. That's like $1. Or were cigarettes that expensive back
This is
then?
the 80s.
Well, it also depends on what state you buy them in.
Yeah, you're just learning all the science facts on this commentary, people.
Now, you see, he speaks the lingo, he wears flannel, he's gonna grow a mustache, just give him time.
He's the son I can be proud of.
Now, son, don't go and get shrunk down.
We're spending more time with these people than the Zelinskis.
Now, look at this. His son has an easier time with the weights than his father did. I think he put larger weights on.
Worst baseballer ever.
Wait for it.
All the wackiness is ensuing already.
I hope this won't have any odd repercussions.
The baseball is sentient. It's hacked the system. Skynet is upon us.
No, I like to think Skynet began with a baseball. A rogue baseball.
Dun 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 dun.
Dun 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 dun.
You're just using this as an excuse to talk to the sister, aren't you? This isn't about justice. This isn't about what's right.
So wait, does it shrink or does it vaporize?
Fuck you, couch. Fuck you, chair.
My baseball's kind of in your attic, creating a plot device. Can we go and get it?
Are you coming on to me? No. I mean, literally.
I just realized this kid has better Goku hair than Goku did in the Dragon Ball movie.
And that little guy right there is already at Super Saiyan. And a red baseball cap. Well, I think it's a... What the hell kind of hat is that?
What the fuck did he do to the rim?
It was popular back then.
Yeah, it's late 80s going on 90s. The transition had already begun. I'll beat the money out of you, you fucking nerd.
Alright, Gandalf, let's go.
You shall not pass. Then the backyard just explodes.
And then reality ensues.
And then he gets left alone with the girl he's crushing on, just as planned.
Keikakutori.
So about that baseball.
You ever heard of fishing? My dad loves it. Do you want to go fishing sometime? No?
So I guess that baseball really broke the ice between... Oh, wait, it was glass. Never mind. Sexual tension makes it impossible for me to think of good pickup lines.
I think that's true of everyone.
Well, he works in grey block.
I've heard legends.
Okay, so how much do you want to bet that science stuff means absolutely nothing on the board?
When I get this is probably just the basement of the Power Rangers hideout.
No, actually, if you look at the top left of the board, it actually began as a game of Hangman, and then he just kind of went nuts after that.
Like 50 spaces, and you gotta put a few equations in. This is the most hardcore game of Hangman ever created.
I'm pretty sure in the second movie this is the very same company that's working with the Shrink White Ray that blows up the baby.
What a horrible phrase. Can we just say enlarge the baby?
Well, that doesn't roll off the tongue quite as well.
It doesn't sell as well, Tom. This is why you don't work in marketing.
People want to come to see babies blow up, not actually blown up.
Your game of Hangman disgusts me.
Someone needs to teach you a lesson. Out of the way!
Maybe next time use tic-tac-toe to explain your theory.
Oh, balding fat man, you're the only one who understands me.
I'll just take my gumballs on sticks and go.
You're not welcome here, Zelensky.
Meanwhile, at the plot...
Target acquired.
Look at that thing's moving on its own.
We told you the baseball is sentient.
Vaporizing now.
My mission is complete.
Only 6 billion more to go.
23 minutes in and we've already seen some shrunk kids.
The detail on these sets is just fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, you can tell it's made out of plastic or whatever, but it's still really nice.
Well, it was the age of practical effects before we got to the 90s, and then CGI started to rear its ugly head.
Yeah, everything became blue screen CGI.
George Lucas.
Personally, I prefer a mix of practical effects and computer effects.
And that's why Lord of the Rings came out so well.
Oh god, the dog's here, everyone run.
Actually, if just to... yeah, I think I'm on the same boat, really. If we're going to have some sort of giant, like some sort of small creature that's a part of the plot, I'd rather it be practical so I at least know it's there. But if it's something gargantuan, it has to
If
be
it's something
CGI.
gargantuan or just physically impossible, then by all means, but...
Yeah.
I think they also use, paintings, matte paintings, a lot, too.
Oh, yeah, you have to.
Oh, the 80s were all about matte paintings, see like Nightmare and so on.
I think I'm going to go to sleep.
Can't help you, we're shrunk.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Wait, how did the sound carry? It's not important.
You think at some point they would have just, covered themselves in paint and then just drew on the ground, "Where's Shrunk? Help."
Hello, to whom it may concern, we have been shrunk.
They'd have to be able to get the paint first, though, and that's a That's a thing by itself.
Oh, this plan just has too many steps for me to give a shit.
Ew. Dead housefly.
Well, they're taking that relatively well.
That is a pretty good, a pretty good idea of scale. Giving, scattering a few little objects like that into the room, so you know exactly how small everyone is. Just in time.
Ain't nothing going on in here, keep walking.
The laser just sent him a death threat later on. I have your kids and your couch. Not the
Not
couch.
my
Oh no, my
couch.
couch! Now, one thing that I can't really remember very well about this movie, because a lot of stuff with size changing is really bad about this. How well do they stay to their scale? I mean, because a lot of the times you'll see, in size changing stuff like this, you'll see, like, they'll be as big as a building at one point.
As Lewis brought up earlier, you can use the fly as a reference.
Yeah, but
As long
sometimes,
as-
but sometimes within the movie itself, it's not consistent.
You're saying that they'll muck up the size when they do certain scenes.
Yeah, just a continuity error.
I never paid as much attention to that, but I think they stay consistent.
The thing is, though, they're small. That everything is going to be bigger. Everything is going to be bigger around them. So, I think they can get away with fluctuating just a tad bit.
Curse you!
That was my favorite couch.
Well, at the very least, now he won't take over the world.
True.
This is the part where the movie stopped being funny and I started to panic when I was a kid.
Daddy won't stop destroying his laser. Let me get the shotgun.
Just to make sure it's out of its misery.
Okay, a broom. A broom works too.
You know, if they had actually gotten hit by that broom, they probably would have been flung really far and broken all their bones and died.
Yeah.
That's why it didn't happen.
That's not very G-rated. This movie is rated G, right?
Guys, run to the other side of the broom. Jesus. Don't run away from the broom. Run to the side of the broom, because then you won't be in its path when it comes back.
Okay, only 1/4 of that group has any intelligence. You can't really expect them all to synchronize.
No, it's just something that bugs me, like in an action movie. The building's toppling on top of you. Instead of running away from the building, run to the side. It's shorter.
The whiplash in this motion should have killed them. I'm just saying.
Well, maybe they're like ants now that they're small and they're way more durable.
Well, maybe in the super shortcut, that's where the movie ended.
The TV edit.
Yeah, put the trash back down, roll credits.
Well, actually, then again, I'm not entirely sure how this works from a scientific level, but it being that small, wouldn't like sound itself be amplified by like a magnitude?
That was something that they touched on when the dog barked.
I also think that certain sounds would be inaudible to them, too. Although I'm not a science whiz kid, so I can't say that for sure.
Yeah, we're commentators, not scientists.
Somehow I don't think the people who made this movie were scientists either.
But were they commentators?
Damn it, Jim.
Is there a director's commentary?
Alright, and now what we're looking at right in front of us is the movie, getting across the fucking backyard.
Journey across the lawn.
Da, 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 da,
What I want you all to, as a mental experiment to do from here on out is think of this movie whenever you mow your lawn.
No, what we obviously have to do is find our missing 30 ship parts so that we can go back to our home planet.
That works too.
With all the lawns I've mowed, I think I'm pretty sure I've killed worse than little children.
I killed like 50 Alamars yesterday.
In fact, I think I just killed the Alamar just breathing in.
This is where the set design just goes crazy.
Yeah. They did a really good job on the grass.
The only issue that I have with it is that you can tell that it's all plastic or whatever it's supposed to be. Like, a lot of it does look kind of fake. Like, the grass looks especially shiny, but I'm going to cut it some slack because...
Well,
Practical
I
effects.
always thought the shininess of the grass was, intentional because it's, sort of wet and moist,
Yeah, you can pass it off as dew.
Plus, they're seeing it much closer than we would.
Also, well, just not even just dew. Like, a healthy plant will have moisture in it.
So make sure to water your grass, guys, if you love it.
Is this movie trying to send us a green message? Take care of your grass, or your mad scientist father will shrink you down to size and teach you a lesson.
Well, take care of your grass, or when your kids get shrunk down and put in the garden, they won't have any moisture to drink.
Think of the children, guys.
That includes orders to retreat.
If I tell you to be a pussy, you be a pussy, goddammit.
Good, a Mega Mushroom. If we just eat this, we'll go back to normal.
But it's so big.
I think at some point I'd probably get really disoriented here, and I wouldn't know which way I'm supposed to go.
Yeah, at that point they have to climb and get a good look around, I think.
Well, luckily that's why we have Zelensky Jr. here.
They seem to be taking it pretty well.
I would have really liked it if when the butterfly flew over, it just went Matura.
The closest the kids will ever get to a real-life Mothra film.
Yeah.
Oh, here comes the responsible mom. Here to save the day by noticing her kids are gone.
Wait, hold on. That actress looks really familiar. Who plays their mom?
I think I still have the IMDb page on standby. I can take a look.
Yeah, I know I've seen her in something else, though.
I sold a house. I succeeded at my profession, unlike you.
That's the joke. Oh my god, he's such a nerd. Even his shirt is made out of graph paper.
Marcia Strassman. If the name doesn't ring a bell, then I can't help you.
Well, just right-click open new tab and see what she's been in.
There's so much. I can't read it all, Captain.
Welcome to the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids commentary, where we pretty much just rip off IMDb.
But it's just such a good source.
Citation needed.
Ooh, what did that come from?
Well, you're not supposed to use Wikipedia, but what you do is you get all the information from Wikipedia and then you just source the sources.
True. I wonder if they used carpet to make a lot of this grass, because I'm seeing similar textures.
Wouldn't surprise me.
It could be... Yeah, it could be carpet, maybe the same material as AstroTurf.
Oh, Kashira.
Also, I think for the sake of budget and stuff like that, they could be just filming the same set from different angles.
Yeah, they probably are, actually.
Wait a minute, that blade of grass looks familiar.
You said that 3 blades of grass ago.
Okay, so any one of these puddles that you come across while you're traversing the garden out here could be dog piss.
Oh, and to think I could have gone my entire lifetime without knowing that.
I think you just went through puberty saying that.
Now it's time to test how good dog ears are.
Horton, here's a who.
That would not reach all that far.
But dogs have a different frequency of hearing, Ted.
Yeah, I still call bull.
Yep, it's called plot convenience. Deal with it.
I love how this kid's still acting like it's all ridiculous. Like, there's no way that would work, even though he's shrunk down to about the size of a speck of sand.
Nothing's actually changed. You could like take this whole Shrunk environment and like put him in a prison or something. It'd be exactly the same.
This guy here, this kid, shonen hair here, he's me whenever I try to whistle. I just can't do it.
You just gotta moisten your lips and blow. But for the sake of saving the audience ear rape, I will not demonstrate.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Tom.
Yes. Oh, honey, I just sold 10 more houses. Oh.
Yeah, that's great, honey.
In fact, I just sold our house. What?
Well, I'm sorry, honey. I was just too busy saving the world from my evil death laser that I made.
It knows too much, don't you know?
No.
Okay, that's like polystyrene.
I do believe we're about to have our first harrowing encounter of the movie. They're climbing a giant flower. Where do you think this is going to go?
The flower's hairy. It needs to shave.
Every rose has its thorns.
Okay, somebody get poison out here.
What a cowardly dog.
This is all wrong.
Hell, the beautiful stop motion.
Ugh, the allergies.
My eyes are watering just looking at this thing.
You can imagine if he had an allergic reaction to pollen, he would explode.
No, it's too big. The pieces are too big to fit up his nose.
I thought pollen was microscopic.
Hello, successful housewife unlike me who stays at home.
And my other daughter's too busy fighting vampires. Don't worry, it's not as great over here as you think it would be.
Buffy says hi. What a bitch. I bet she doesn't even sell houses. You should fucking claw her eyes out.
Do you even sell houses?
Are they ever actually going to go on this fishing trip? They've been planning for 37 fucking minutes now.
It's the second plot, don't you know?
Yes, the subplot, John.
This is all taking place over the course of the same day.
Yeah, it's only been like an hour.
Ah, the bees!
Do they play Fight of the Bumblebee here?
Not the bees! Oh god, they're everywhere!
Nope. I'm
Nope.
done. See ya.
Yeah.
You know, if there was ever a point where Flight of the Bumblebee would actually be applicable, this is it. I'm pretty sure that's public domain, too, so no excuse.
It's like that one level of the Bugs Life video game where you have to escape Hopper through the canyon.
I didn't like that game.
Much like the live-action Flintstones movie, also a guilty pleasure.
Oh, no. I can't agree with you there.
Yeah, we're definitely going to jail for that one.
I want to call out a logical fallacy here. That kid said this is all your stupid dad's fault. How is he stupid if the point is he invented a shrinking ray?
Also, I seem to recall someone else knocking a baseball into the evil Death Ray's machine.
That too.
So,
Maybe the kids are out selling houses.
but I wanted them to become useless freeloaders like me. Damn it.
Hey, Zelenska, do you want to come on this fishing trip? I heard you got nothing but free time.
For God's sakes, I'm lonely.
Yeah, that's pretty much my reaction every time a bee comes near me.
No, my reaction is to stand still in fear. Because apparently bees can't see
Why are
when
you
they're-
swinging a baseball bat at the bee? Do you honestly expect this to work?
He just wants to stun it so he can use it as an experiment.
Okay, you can tell it's an 80s movie when you can actually see the green tinge around the characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Green screen. And they broke their necks and died.
It's not like I'm asking you to sell a house or something.
Well, Rick Moranis is just getting emasculated in every other scene in this movie. I think that baseball bat is more of a man than him at this point. This isn't mine. Who am I?
Actually, I think the whole scene with him destroying the shrink ray was actually a symbolism for him destroying his masculinity.
Oh, please, let's not get this Freudian shit started. We'll never stop.
I'm just saying, Tom brought up a good point. It all happens after he destroyed the shrink ray.
My turned-up cap agrees.
You know, they're taking this whole shrinkage thing very fucking well for teenagers.
You know, considering all the weird stuff that Zelensky makes, I think this is probably just another day for at least his two kids. My couch.
It worked!
So this is where I left that Monopoly piece.
If only I could find the race car.
Nikki takes the race car. I always use the couch.
No, everybody always wants to be the race car.
That'll the top hat, I think.
What about the thimble?
Fuck the thimble.
That awkward moment.
When you realise that you shrunk the kids. That would be the tagline if this movie was released today.
He just realized, and then he went to the trash can with he's.
Oh, I do love this point. He's afraid to step on anything just in case the kids are there.
Yeah. So he like shimmies Prince of Persia style across his backyard.
Why do I get the feeling that that was initially improvised on Moranis' part? Because that's something you probably wouldn't think of the first time, but...
Honey, the neighbour guy's trying to be a video game character again.
Yeah, just above his head, you see the prompt for the X button every couple of planks.
So that's where they got the idea for the X button.
Quick, press square to be less socially awkward.
Oh, you missed it.
Honey, I may have shrunk the kids.
I think we may have something more important than selling houses.
There's nothing more important than selling houses.
Kid, you've got some corn pops all over you.
We've established he's allergic to pollen. Brush the pollen off his face.
Oh, they're not injured at all. Oh, wait, they've got some blood coming out of
they
their
got bloody
mouth.
lips and that he has a bloody forehead. So people do get hurt in Disney films.
People shrink when they are shrunk.
And people die when they are killed.
Oh man, I didn't know.
I will bitch slap you into the next decade.
Oh good, that's only a year from now.
You're already wearing a turned-up cap. I think you'll do fine.
You'll be what they call retro.
Brilliant.
Baseball cap is such a little shit, I want to punch him in the face. I mean...
You want to punch him in the face.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's just... On the scale from, like, shit to little shit, he's, like, the little shittiest.
Succinct and to the point, sir.
Well, this does at least, lessen the ground area your feet are covering when you step on the grass, but I don't think it's going to stop you from crushing someone if you happen to step on them.
Well, I think he's watching for where he's going to put his stilts.
Our first boss of the game.
Indeed.
The hydrant. Malevolent water dispenser. It's like the boss subtitle.
No, at the very least, I don't think the water would kill them.
If it landed on them at that size, they would be seriously hurt.
No, they'd start to drown and then drown, so you're right, it wouldn't instantly kill them.
Now, it wouldn't even be a matter of drowning, it'd just be impact force.
Well, with all of the like grass and stuff, I think it would be rather hard for a full drop to land.
I think this was also in the Bugs Life video game. Is this movie secretly a Bugs Life?
At least serve as the inspiration.
Actually, you say that as a joke, but maybe they, like, in terms of, like, scale and framing...
We miss
some
Rick
ideas.
Moranis, so we're going to make this Pixar film to change his mind about that whole retiring thing. Unfortunately, he wasn't impressed.
Oh, hi there. I just have a very unorthodox workout routine.
Don't ever be on the grass!
I'm doing science!
Dude, there's wild Pokemon in there. You gotta watch where you're stepping.
Those rupees are mine!
You know, I thought Professor Oak was serious about his get off the grass sign, but oh.
Yeah, but is Professor Oak telling you to do that while hanging on clotheslines?
So they just miraculously managed to to run back into each other.
It's a big garden, it's not the biggest garden.
It's just a backyard.
Well, still, they basically went to the other half of it when they were on the bee.
Whee!
They called it Shit Slope.
I don't know, it looks kind of like a really, really, really big chocolate milkshake to me.
What kind of chocolate milkshakes you drink?
Yeah, seriously, that's
Great
coloration.
ones.
Make you sick.
I'd like a chocolate milkshake heavy on the grey sludge, please.
Okay, now this is an odd place to have your sexual tension.
It's therapeutic. Traumatizing, but therapeutic.
That's not how you CPR.
You need to do chest compressions.
Okay, I am down for that.
And my boner's gone.
Yep. I was going to say the same exact thing.
Hey, I saved your life. Can I at least have a disgusting muddy hug?
I don't think the muddiness matters. He's covered in it too.
A payphone.
What is this strange contraption?
I still see these every now and then.
I keep on seeing these in these movies you pick, and I just don't know what they do.
But it's okay, the next movie we do will be so old payphones won't exist yet.
I gotta say, though, he rigged this up in, what, like a half an hour?
Well, he is a scientist. Actually, would scientist be the correct term?
Inventor.
Inventor.
More inventor, yeah.
Well, he has to know science to invent,
Douchebag neighbor has a douchebag friend.
It's a never-ending line of douchebags.
Wait, does he have one of those singing bass on his window?
He's a fisherman, of course he does.
Okay, fishermen have now been established as the dorkiest people in all of existence. So, viewers, whenever you feel down that people don't like your hobbies of video games or anime or comic books, just remember that there's always going to be one rung below you. The fisherman.
Where does Rick Moranis stand?
Rick Moranis is just, if the scale goes from 1 to 10, Rick Moranis is like a K. He exists on his own scale.
Shut the fuck up! Can't believe we're still married.
Bitch, leave.
You're not even wearing a fishing hat.
I'm sorry, we can't go right now. Our children are missing.
No, he's making up some other excuse because he can't tell the truth.
Well, instead of, telling the truth and, actually, getting his friend to help look for his kids or whatever, he lies and possibly destroys a friendship.
Because wacky hijinks? Question mark.
No, because they couldn't be bothered to pay these actors for extra scenes.
Is that a secret fisherman hand wave?
It's not very secret anymore. Thousands, nay, millions of people have seen it now.
Not my fishing trip.
We can always try next year.
Or we could go fishing on our own. I wonder if that's doable.
Yeah, how dare they be shrunken down to minuscule size?
To be fair, they don't know that.
At this point, my assumption would be kidnapping.
They had to read the script, otherwise they wouldn't have been able to know
You're
their
just
lines.
getting better now, Ted.
I think we passed that point a long time ago.
Who do you think you're talking to, Tom?
Exactly.
He wants all the glory.
So let's wash the mud off with this extremely muddy water.
Well, mud counteracts mud, so you just become instantly clean. I don't know science. Going back to that thing you said about dog piss.
I was wondering what that smell was.
You stop being a shithead and I will stop complaining about you being a shithead. Deal?
Oh, where did that feces come from? I'm sorry.
Turnabout is fair play, kid.
Halfway there. Halfway there. Halfway there.
We actually are halfway through the movie.
If only we had another rogue bee.
Aw, they just missed... Okay, that isn't... I did... Okay, I just saw some of Rick Moranis' surprisingly hairy chest, and that is nothing that I ever needed to see.
Well, he doesn't have legs, just has fade out.
They have to slip fan service in for the other side of the fence somewhere.
Speak for yourself.
Okay, I'm not sure Rick Moranis is exactly fan service, even for women. Or gay dudes.
Like Rick Moranis.
Women and gay dudes, is Rick Moranis actually the pinnacle of attractiveness? Please, let me know, I'm curious. Well, now I'm curious. If he is, then I have had it wrong my entire life.
I actually do remember this scene now that I think about it. Yeah, this is a giant microwave. I'm sorry, oatmeal cream cookie.
5-second rule, guys. You can't eat this shit.
I say we fucking kill that ant. How dare he come into our territory and steal our cookies?
Throw a rock at it.
Anyone got a Pokeball? I'm gonna catch this sucker.
No, not really, kid.
I don't know. That thing's got some pretty damn strong pinchers. I bet it could probably crack open each of their skulls at this size. The poor thing, he's just like, oh god.
Oh man, oh god, oh man, oh god.
I think this scene right here, and like any other scene involving the ant after this, is what I remember most about this movie.
Yeah, to me it was always the ants, the giant cookie, and Rick Moranis.
Well, this ant, you get attached to this ant by the time the movie ends. It's very feelsy.
The ant needs to shave, though. It's got some stubble growing in.
You don't know much about ants, do you, Tim?
I know that they've got 8 legs and they make web.
Close enough.
Yeah, Ant-Man, you know, Peter Parker, works at the Daily Bugle. Weak to kryptonite and lives in the Batcave. I am super smart.
It's just a giant ant.
Well, technically it's a regular size ant. You're the one that's shrunk, but
Oh, they're first level D&D characters. That's what's going on. Whenever you play any D&D campaign, the only thing you're going to be fighting for like first 4 levels is bugs. Bugs, rats, and the occasional skeleton. So always keep a blunt weapon on you at all times.
And if you see a giant blob of jello, run the fuck away because it will steal everything you own.
And now the comedy stylings of Rick Moranis.
Science is this way.
wee.
Do 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 do.
This dog really has it out for the rope.
We are so getting you neutered after this.
Wee.
Well, that actually looks kind of fun. I want to do that.
His work with Mel Brooks really prepared him for slapstick stuff like this. He just goes crashing through the window. That'll do.
Okay, that ant is very obviously stop motion in that shot.
Well, it's a combination.
I used to wonder how obvious these effects were back when you were watching it, like in the original theater or like on a VHS on a.
This is a very cynical 2013 look on this movie. Back in the day, it would have been seamless.
Well, not seamless, but it would have felt a lot more natural.
Less apparent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, part of me is wondering how much it is looking at this on my high def computer screen, or how much is it the effect is actually being aged. You know.
Well, stop motion always ages.
I would disagree. I would say when done right, it's pretty timeless. I mean, look at Nightmare Before Christmas. That still looks gorgeous.
Well, isn't that claymation?
No, it's stop motion.
It's stop motion.
Bit of both.
Yeah.
It's the same. Well, I noticed that claymation stuff tends to age a little bit better.
Well, yeah,
like
obviously it depends on how well you perform the craft, but to me, stop motion always has that sort of identity in terms of movement. Like, you can tell just by looking at it that this is stop motion. You know? And to me, I think that characteristically ages it.
Well, stop motion, like a stop motion effect in a movie is usually tends to age a lot worse than a movie that's nothing but stop motion because they put more effort into it. Because like stop motion animated movies have some of the most effort put into them out of any other animated movie.
Well, yeah, because that's the point of the movie, you know.
Yeah, like
That's-
Coraline looked great.
Coraline took like 5 years for them to animate, didn't it?
Coraline looked great. Paranorman looked great.
Jason and the Argonauts. No, I'm kidding. That's terrible.
How dare you?
Now, I applaud the parents for being smart and calling the police, but I don't think you're actually allowed to file a missing persons report until they've been gone for 24 hours.
I think there's an exception for kids.
Yeah, kids, I think, yeah. I mean, that's why we have Amber Alerts.
Those police are going to be fucking useless, aren't they?
Well, yeah, they're going to be looking in completely the wrong direction. Also miles and miles away.
We'll scare the cops, get them to fire the bullet, and we'll hitch a ride on the bullet.
They're gonna just send out like 3 cops and they're gonna have to share a magnifying glass.
So, other than general American suburbia, where's this movie supposed to take place?
General American suburbia.
Thank you, Ryan. Beat me to it.
I specifically mentioned except for general American suburbia.
Yeah, I don't play by your fucking rules. Wild card, bitch.
Damn it, I didn't see that coming.
Wait a second, you mean we could shrink houses and sell them in bulk?
I know you're employed and I'm not, but can you just forget about work for one day?
But houses.
Look past the hat, honey, and take me seriously for a second. The kids are in danger.
Hello?
Goodbye.
Pay no attention to her, she does that.
You know too much.
Goodbye.
Start closing the road, you know.
They basically tamed the thing by this point.
Hey, look at it, it's so cute.
By ant standards, anyway.
I can't imagine what it would be like to be the guys inside that costume making all the animatronics work.
I think that would be a very fun day, actually.
Well, I can't imagine how hot it would be inside.
Yeah, it would either be a very fun day or it would be that scene from Ace Ventura 2, and we all know how that turned out.
Now, I like Jim Carrey, but I haven't actually seen the Ace Ventura movies.
Really?
You're not alone, I haven't either.
You should at least... I'll just say this now, you should at least watch the first one.
The first one's the best, yeah.
I haven't seen Dumb and Dumber either.
Dumb and Dumber's funny, but not a must-see in my book.
They're making a third one.
Oh, God.
I did see Me, Myself, and Irene, though.
Can you imagine the beginning of the animatronic actor's day? Alright, so long, honey, I'm going to play an ant's ass.
You play that ant's ass, honey. You play it hard.
Oh my.
The ant likes them.
No, I think he's attracted by the damn ridiculous baseball cap.
So it runs on bull logic. It sees red, it has to follow. Well, don't you see how much the job of taking care of the kids balances out when you've got 2 people involved?
Balances. Oh.
Gets to a point where even I have to call you out on it. Man, they go to some extremes to keep the passion in their marriage alive.
Either they're fucking idiots or this is the kinkiest fucking sex I've ever seen in my life. You know, all you'd have to do if you wanted to excuse this is just say that they were looking for their wedding ring or something.
Daddy used Ember. It's super effective.
Not very effective.
No, it's super effective. The bug's a bug type.
And you know there's grass? Do you even Pokemon?
I thought we referred to the kids as Pokemon.
Oh God, I'm like so high right now.
Okay, you know, standing this close to a cigarette that size is probably like instant lung cancer.
It's the equivalent of inhaling 50 billion cigarettes at once.
Or one cigar. Oh, you can taste the carcinogens.
Now, I don't actually think that this would work, considering it. Because, like, it's an ember, so I don't actually think it can light things on fire.
No,
as
it would.
easily.
It would still can. Yeah.
My father used to use lit cigarettes to light up fireworks all the time.
Because, like, I know, like, even though you see it in the movies, like, you can't throw a lit cigarette into gasoline and have it light on fire.
Well, no, you could. Just depends on how exposed the gasoline is.
This is a very scientific commentary.
Science.
Oh, science is the name of the game here, Tom.
I was never very good at science. You know, cartoons make it. No, actually, I was very good at my physics class because physics is easy. It's just a matter of it's like connect the dots. It's just a matter of putting the right formula to the right things, and then it's basic math after that. Like it was chemistry and biology that I was awful at.
It was all of the above that I was terrible at. Hence HellfireComms, but tish. Honey, cut the nerd crap. Save it for the bedroom.
Kinky.
You find our kids, and I promise you the greatest night of sex you'll ever dreamed of.
Will you not yell houses when we do it?
Even with the safety goggles? Especially with the safety goggles.
Can the shrink ray come to? No.
Wow, I can make it bigger. He raised his eyebrows a few times. Oh my.
There'd be a sequel all around us.
Hey, it was your kid who started this, man.
Well, they don't know that at this point.
But they will.
It was the baseball thing that,
It was the baseball, I tell you, the baseball.
Oh my god, that's this movie's hidden message. Don't be a jock, be a nerd.
Honey, we're not going fishing this year. I'm so sorry. But what about the kids? Kids?
Oh, right.
I can't make a joke out of this. Move on to the next scene.
Fence.
grass is...
Hi there.
Yes!
Okay, so now we have torches that haven't extinguished yet.
And I would walk 500
Centimeters.
And I would walk 500
Centimeters.
Inches. It would have to be an inch to equal a mile at this size, I think.
Well, no, you can have a certain number of centimeters equal a mile. It's just conversion, right?
Too much nerd talk in this commentary.
Join us, Tom.
Ba-ra-da.
I just mean when you scale them down.
You're just incriminating yourself further. I'm not living inside a fucking Lego, okay? It's a step down from Meccano.
How often can you say you've done that, though? It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience, baby. Now let's Lego.
Oh my.
You get the clap and nothing more.
Yeah, I'll take it.
I'll just sleep on the dirt so you can have the hard plastic bed, sort of. Oh, great. More adolescent romantic tension and stuff.
The way he's covered in mud and filth is just so hot, you know?
Where do you get those cat clocks? I've never seen one in real life.
Oh, I've seen them all the time.
Huh.
They may not actually exist. It's like movies just like created them specifically for movies.
Merchandising for something that doesn't exist.
I think Solinsky is looking for parts to cannibalize to fix the shrink ray he stupidly destroyed.
Well, all you have to do is point the shrink ray down at the planet, and then the planet will grow, and the planet will shrink down, and then everybody else they'll all be at normal
Hail
size.
King Zelensky.
Remember me.
Well, I forgot this movie had a lot of these moments.
I just want to go back to work selling houses.
He was fired, right? We haven't been making stupid unemployment jokes for nothing.
Well, I don't know if he was necessarily employed in the first place, but the committee he went to laughed at his shrink ray idea.
Ah, that's just as good then. Haha, you silly jobless person.
You freelance inventor, you.
Aren't you a freelancer technically, John?
By definition.
Aren't we all technically?
Yeah.
What happens in the second movie is apparently that the shrink ray has been licensed off to the company that he was presenting it to, but they have control over the technology. Like, they even have the original shrink ray in a warehouse somewhere, if I recall correctly.
Did she just say she wishes her kids are behaving themselves?
Oh yeah, she did.
I hope they're keeping that Lego door open.
Because, I didn't actually notice how attractive you were until you were dancing around with a mop earlier today.
I didn't even exist before this movie came out. No, that's mad.
The movie came out in '89. When were you born? Don't answer that, actually.
I was talking about the character, actually.
Oh, I thought you were talking about yourself.
No, I was born in '88, mate. It's actually today. It's 1 month until my birthday. Just if you want a rough estimate of when we recorded this.
Are you trying to secretly get gifts out of us?
No, you tightwad bastards. Okay, what the fuck?
Wild Scorpio appeared. Widdly, 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 widdly. Well, that's one way to kill a mood.
Obvious blue screen was very obvious.
This scorpion is just one giant metaphor for abstinence.
Cock blocker. That's my name.
Go, Durant, I choose you.
Alright, now we're gonna see the most pathetic equivalent of the T-Rex versus Spinosaurus scene from Jurassic Park 3 you've ever seen. Ever.
Unhand that Lego, fiend!
Actually, inside the Lego would probably be the safest place for him.
Yeah,
at
you
this
can't
point,
reach the
'cause
damn thing, but you got a damn giant scorpion trying to pinch your legs off.
Eventually, he'd get bored. Also, scorpions are fucking terrifying. I should just let that out.
How many stung you in Animal Crossing, Ted?
I don't even know, but just look at that thing. That thing's just freaky looking.
Yeah, they're related to spiders, although that's pretty obvious if you look at them.
No, I never really had much of a problem with spiders, but scorpions, man, they're just engineered to be scary.
Genetically bioengineered to be a killing machine.
I would be worried if I found a scorpion in my backyard.
Now whip it.
Oh, this should end well.
They're doing it wrong. I need some sort of battle cry.
No! The ant! The ant!
Auntie!
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Nah, this isn't quite as epic as Shingeki no Kyojin.
Can't you just say Attack on Titan like a normal person?
Stop being abnormal.
Quick, cut off the back of its neck.
It doesn't have a neck!
Oh, that's why that play is not working.
Come closer, my children. I shall utter my dying words to you.
Listen to my words, for I am a dying ant.
And then it snaps their ankles off.
Listen carefully. Don't you think it's strange that you've only encountered one ant when there's usually millions? Blair. This ant blurts out plot errors as it dies.
It's remarkably shiny as it dies, too.
Well, it built up a sweat fighting that scorpion.
It's slowly turning into a star.
Okay, so these kids feel really bad about this ant's death, so, I still bet a month from now they're still going to be stomping all over the things.
Hey, they can't help it.
Oh, they're gonna take out a magnifying glass on every sunny day. Find every little ant they can, and show them the light.
And they're going to start an organization to eliminate all scorpions from the face of the planet.
They should just do that now. I mean, what benefits do scorpions serve? Okay, I'm sorry, did we just suddenly just, transport to the Shire? This is some very Shire-esque music.
Bilbo Baggins has a really blue house this month.
Also, it's made of Lego. In a Lego in the garden lived a hobbit.
Are we there yet? No.
Is the movie over yet? No. Is the movie over yet? No.
What are you talking about?
And then they just leave the little snot behind.
You're right, this is only a third of the Fellowship of the Ring. I hope to God that you never have to do the extended editions.
Challenge accepted.
Well, leave us out of it.
I know what we should do. All 5 Planet of the Apes movies.
No!
There's only 5? I thought there was more than 5.
Well, the original ones.
Planet of the Ape, Building of the Ape, Condo of the Ape. Condo was my favourite.
The Ape's Ape.
Low-end Apartment of the Ape.
Dun, dun, dun!
Yes, yes. Both this kid and the stupid lawnmower.
I sense a final boss.
Mr. Fuck It Up comes to town.
He's a Smash Bros. Character?
Yep. That's his final smash.
No, he just sort of hovers in the background like Pokemon Trainer does, and it's the lawnmower that does the fighting.
It's like that animated gif of the lawnmower taking off and flying.
More characteristics than Rob.
Wait a minute. I hear a giant lawnmower.
You mean a regular-sized lawnmower.
No, I mean a giant one, although that may have just been in my dreams.
We are the ones who are shrunk, not the lawnmower that has gotten bigger.
Shut up, nerd.
When you think about it, though, this is fucking terrifying, because if those mower blades actually succeeded in sucking any of them up, yeesh.
Okay, brief tangent. This dude is awful at mowing the lawn. Okay, he might not be trying to mow the lawn, he might just be messing around with the remote-controlled lawnmower, but you go in even lines back and forth to make sure that the lawn looks decent after mowing it. This is just awful lawnmowership. 2 out of 10.
You can actually just take the snippet and sell it as a lawnmower commercial.
I was gonna say, yeah, you trying to get some freelance work?
Yeah, you add some 80s metal.
Hey, well, that's the thing, though. The remote control lawnmower sounds like a neat idea, but it would be really awkward to steer. Like if you're trying to do those precise lines Ted was talking about.
Could just get a riding mower.
Hey, well, I've had to mow the lawn for quite a few years. I learned to do it.
Well, here's the thing: if you were remote control lawn mowing, you'd be lawn mowing on Resident Evil controls. Just think about that for a second.
You can't lawnmower and move at the same time.
Okay, I hope that clock is sufficient to fix the super high-tech shrink ray with. That awkward moment.
Cue the psycho strings.
No, you gigantic fuck up, fuck up, fuck up.
I just fertilized that! Just go up and tap him on the shoulder at that point.
And he steps on the grass. Can't do that.
Oh, it's wacky.
Coincidence is what happens when a movie script wants to dick with the characters, okay?
Zelensky Jr., your time is up.
Not... What do we say to death? Maybe not for the next couple of minutes, please.
What do we say to death? My ankles will defeat thee. Can I just take a moment to appreciate that it is the teenage older sister who is saving all of their asses right now?
She's the most competent one on the entire team.
Yeah.
They're so lucky the blades didn't hit them on the way out.
They still would have broken all of their bones from that landing.
Well, it would have been a short movie, so... Am I still getting paid?
No.
But if our children survived, yes. If not, maybe. Well, you have to pay him, otherwise it's child labour.
Yeah, free is child labor, you're right.
Oh, he was actually cutting some of that grass. I thought it was too short. There's shreds of grass all over the place, though.
The grass really needs to shave, though. It's got stubble all
Thick
over it.
winter blanket. Will you stop with the stubble?
Well, I'm sorry, but the universe really just needs to get some shaving cream and trim that stuff off. It's not...
They don't make cans that small.
It's not hygienic.
I don't know what you're missing with facial hair.
Yeah, I do know what I'm missing.
Yeah, like when you get a good plan, you can just stroke your beard.
It gets all the bitches to run away.
Yeah, well, my wonderful personality seems to be doing that just fine, so...
I was about to snort until you finished that sentence. Game over, man! Game over!
Okay, that's terrifying.
That is the biggest goddamn nose I've ever seen.
And the bowl just explodes.
Now it's time for another boss fight. The cat.
Okay, I have to appreciate their upper arm strength, though, because holding onto the dog's hair while it's moving would probably take an awful lot of...
Honey, I ingested the kids.
I remember from like when the now you can own on video cassette sort of things. I remember that this scene was in the Honey I Shrunk the Kids trailer.
Is that a trailer line?
They don't even have houses out there.
It is a trailer line.
Ah, stop motion spoon.
Man, I can really go for some Cheerios right about now.
Regular Cheerios are boring. Honey Nut all the way. I'll leave it at that.
You take that back.
Chocolate Cheerios are alright, kind of.
Disgusting.
Honey Nut Cheerios.
Cannibalism in 3, 2.
Denied.
Oh.
My god, this Cheerio's contaminated.
Okay, if he wants to grow back to normal size, swimming in milk is the right way to go, at least according to anime.
That was a Spaceballs moment back there.
I was tempted to make the combing the desert line with Rick Moranis searching the grass earlier.
How many more apples do we have to blow up until you get it right, nerdlinger?
Maybe if we take it fishing. You just gotta put it in the right mood.
Again with the fishing. I'm saying you're an idiot!
Okay, 2 words. Sounds like...
Vasefall?
But how is playing baseball going to solve our problem?
Was sports the answer the entire time?
My entire life has been a lie.
It built up a moral and then turned it on its head. Brilliant!
Human experimentation? You are a scientist.
Okay, so here's how we do it. Your kids can be the control group, and my kids can be the actual test.
I hope it blows you up, you son of a bitch. Enjoy that last nicotine-soaked kiss. It will be your last. Say, Mrs. Zelensky, can you set me up with a house? I'm gonna need a new one. Boom.
Don't fall, you dumbass.
Okay, so how hard would it be to aim this thing so that it actually hits him again to blow him up?
It has an automatic targeting system, so yeah.
Drop him. Oops.
Then the movie just starts all over again.
I would have been pissed.
I can dance all day if I want to. Sexual tension.
Do we really need any more of this?
No, don't hold hands. They might fuse together and stuff.
Have you never seen The Fly?
And you will truly become one.
And when they go back to normal size, it's just one kid.
Or they've switched bodies somehow.
And Zelensky Jr. becomes the next Quado.
No, we can't do a body swapping episode yet. They haven't done nearly enough to need filler.
Tom, off the top of your head, like, what was the most bizarre the TV show ever gotten?
We covered the whole zombie rabbit thing, right?
Yeah, you did mention that earlier. It doesn't get anywhere. Okay, you really can't top that, I guess, when you bring that.
No, there was an alien that comes to Earth and they invent a translator for him and go on wacky adventures. It was a fucking good TV show. It wasn't the best, but it was extremely entertaining.
I recall not hating it, so...
It only got like 1 season though, right?
Well, back then I was young, so every episode blended together and seemed much longer than it actually was.
To selling houses, dear.
to baseball.
Okay, well, they solved world hunger, so we're ending this movie commentary on a good note.
Huzzah.
Why is this turkey so big it's getting in the way of our sexual tension?
Well, thanks for watching, folks. We'll see you next time for another Disneython commentary. Bye-bye.